Hi everybody, today we're going to have a look at the Grand California. Not done a video on Grand California for a little while, so I thought about time to do one. And this beauty behind me has just arrived in stock as well, so perfect time to do it. So behind me we've got the Grand 680. It's the 4Motion, the four-wheel drive version. So it's kind of like on the Grand California one, it's the biggest, the longest that you can get. And this thing has got every toy imaginable on it, to the point where I've had to print it out because I can't actually remember how many options it's got on it. And we're going to talk you through all those today. We're going to show you what it's got on this. So let's have a start. Let's have a look at the vehicle. So we've not seen the Grand for a little while. We've not done a video on one for a while. So the 680 is based on the long wheelbase version of the vehicle. It does have a slight increase on it, so it's like the super high roof is what they class it as. 2 berths, so just the bed in the back. Perfect vehicle for touring in and things like that if you're going on long distances, etc. You've got loads and loads of space in there, which we'll have a look on the inside in a moment. So a couple of things that the vehicle's got. Let's have a look around the front to start with. We've got the all-important 4Motion badge on the side here, so we know which one it is. LED headlights. On something like this with all the toys on it, you need to have the LED headlights that's on there. We've also got the washer jet package as well that's in here as well. So this little cutout here pops up, sprays the headlight as well, which is in there, and that'll include in your washer nozzles as well that's in there. Obviously things like parking sensors, etc. that are all in on the vehicle as well. So things like your alloy wheels, all standard features on the vehicle. We'll point out first thing we come across is the vent for the heating system. So as standard, we talked about this before on the Grand, you get the electric stroke gas heating system with the Truman boiler section that's in there. This one has got the upgrade, so it's got the optional extra of having it on diesel, so it works off the diesel tank and off the electric as well if you plugged in, so you've got those 2 options that's on there as well. Bit of a and ahhing whether which one's the better one to have. So obviously you need to carry less gas with this version because it's going to run it off your tank. So rather than having 2 gas bottles in the back, you probably only have 1 if you're running it off that's in here as well. But as I said, obviously that is an option as well, which is in there. Going down to our cassette toilet area that's here as well. Another option the vehicle's got, it's got the SOG, the SOG system, which creates the vacuum in here. So again, another option on the vehicle. And then finally, as we come down the side on here as well, we've got the additional windows in the side of the vehicle as well, which is on both sides, just lets a little bit more light into the vehicle. With it being quite long as well, I think it's a really, really good option on the vehicle from on here. Normal plug socket on the back, standard feature that's on there, obviously, so you can plug your electric in. Come round to the back, we've got even more options on here. Big one, you'll see it right on the bottom of here. So we've got the tow bar that's on the back here, and it is removable, so you can take this section off. So great, obviously, if you were towing something with this, you've got one big vehicle if you're towing with it as well, but really handy to have that on there. You could obviously use that as well for other things, like if you wanted to put bikes on the back of it, on a bike tow, you could do that. Got our big 4Motion badge on the back, just so we know that it is a 4-wheel drive version that's there. If we have a quick look skyward wise, we've got the rear camera that's on the top, that's on here. A must for a Grand California, I think. Really, really helpful. It gives you a really nice big view across the back of the vehicle. So coming around to the side here, we have our mud flaps on the vehicle. So again, mud flaps have been ordered, that's there. You'll also notice down the side of the vehicle as well as we've got our sensors on the side here as we come around from on here. For the side assist system, and this vehicle's got trailer assist, it's got the Assistance Pack D, which has got all the assistance systems on there as well. And then as we come finally around to the side on here as well, as we've also got blind spot monitor. You can tell that on these as well because you've got this little symbol on the inside, if you can just see where that is there. And that lets us know that we've got blind spot monitor as well, so that's going to flash if there's anything in this area of the vehicle. Again, another great option that's on there as well. You have to have the electric folding mirrors, so these mirrors are electrical adjusted and move in and out as well. And then finally on this side of the vehicle, again, if we look up, we've got our big huge awning that's on the top on here as well as the final option on the outside of the vehicle. Right, let's have a look inside. As we move into inside, we've got all the normal features we get with the Grand. We've got our normal cooker top and our sink. that's on the side here. Because it's the 680 version, the longer version, you've got slightly more worktop space as you move along from on here. Got our normal plug sockets and things that are on the side, all of our drawer units, etc. that's in here. We've got our bathroom as normal, that's in the side here, you can get through. And then obviously from the rear of the vehicle is where it really comes into its own here, and it's the difference between the 680 and the 600 is when we get into the bed area down at the side here. So you can see the difference straight away if you've been looking at the 600 version. A lot more space down in this section of the vehicle. So bed-wise, obviously, we are back to front rather than across the vehicle. And that also gives us the option, obviously, of having these windows. So we've got windows all the way around in the back of the vehicle that's here. So it's really nice in the morning because you can have these all open, get a lot of air in, and you can see what's going on inside the vehicle as well from there. We've got our wardrobe, which is actual fact has the door on it. So normally within the section that's in there as well, you get your wardrobe in there, and then also at the bottom, again, just uses that space which you wouldn't normally have because you've got the extra length that's in the vehicle. Now, I said this vehicle had every toy imaginable on it, so also got the air conditioning system that's on the roof. We'll try and show you that in a minute through the other vent as well. We'll pop that up and show you it from the outside that's here. Normally this would have the skylight in there, but obviously this has got the bigger air conditioning unit on. If you're having that air conditioning unit, it's really good to get those extra windows because obviously you are not getting any lighting from the ceiling because that's on there as well. Worth noting as well, actually, as a point, that will only work if you're plugged into 240 volts on the outside of the vehicle. Do get that asked a lot, whether it works all the time. It doesn't work off the batteries at all. It just works on when you're plugged into your mains on the side of the vehicle. So while we're in the main cab area here, a couple of other options the vehicle's got as well. It's got the induction charging, which is just down here. So this is for your mobile phones. And then in the cabin wise on here as well, there's a few options worth pointing out. So it's got heated screen that's here on the vehicle. So we've got heated windscreen that's on there. We've also got heated seats, again, which is an option that's in there as well for the vehicle. And then you'll also notice slightly differently as well to other vehicles that's in here is we've got this little control panel here. And this is to do with the heating system. So because it's also got the auxiliary heater, which is part of the package that you get with the diesel heater that's here as well. So it's another control panel which you can work for that win as well. Now that runs separately to the actual heating system itself that's in here. So that's an additional one again. It's just that if you have the diesel heater, that incorporates that with that as well. Just wanted to jump in the driver's seat, show you another button that this vehicle's got, another option that's got on the vehicle, and that's diff lock on the four-wheel drive system. And that's activated via this button here on the dash. So that's our diff lock button that's in there to activate it, and that would then lock the diff. So that's for if you really are in an off-road situation, if you're towing somewhere, for example, and you need to get a bit more grip that's on there as well, that's what you could use that for as well. So another option the vehicle's got. In the rear of the vehicle, we've got the ambient lighting, which allows you to switch the colour choice between the different colours that's on the wall. It's on here, and we can go to different colours and keep alternating them whatever we want. I quite like the blue. I think that's quite nice in the vehicle. And we've got the chrome pack on here as well. So chrome pack, it's all chrome on the section that's on the front of the bonnet that's on here as well. So the chrome sections that's on here as well. As we move around to the wheels, it's worth just pointing out as well as we've got direct tire pressure monitoring. So if you've got a cap which looks like that on your vehicle, you know that it's got the direct tire pressure monitoring because that's the actual sensor which monitors the pressure in that particular wheel. Let's have a look in the back of the vehicle. So this is all going to look very, very similar to what we've done before, but obviously we've got our chairs, our table that's in the back, that's in here as normal. We've got our shower connection that's in here with our shower that's here. So this is all normal setup. There's no additional things that's in the back here. So we've put the bed section up here just to give you a bit more space and show you where we are with it. So going to have a look in the cupboards in a minute for you, but because this is the 680 version, we do have an extra cupboard at the front. So this is completely removable. This is to stop things sliding forward when you're in motion. For those of you who haven't watched our other Grand videos, in here is where the gas bottles go, as I was mentioning before. Now it's worth pointing out actually something that's on here which is new to me. So your gas bottles will go one there and one there, and in the past you were able to switch these between the two. Now, as normal, bringing you all the latest information as well. I'm going to have to check this because it might be because of it's got the diesel in, but you've only got one filter, which means you've only got one connection now that's on here. I suspect possibly that this might be a new addition to the Grand California. It's probably something, because I haven't seen one for a little while, that we've missed it's on there as well. So I suspect possibly what this will mean is that you can carry 2 gas bottles on them, but obviously then when one runs out, you just actually then just switch it over yourself. So unplug that one and plug in the other one, because in the box of tricks that you get with it, with all your bits and pieces in it, you used to get 4 of these for different types of fittings. This vehicle has just got the 2. So as always, these things, I'll have a quick bit of research that's in there. We'll include this in our next Q&A. So I'll put this down as a question in the next Q&A, and I'll confirm whether or not that is the case now, and they've changed that permanently so you can have it on one or the other. As I said, with this vehicle, with it being a diesel heater that's in it, you'd only need 1 gas bottle in there anyway, and you could probably even go for a smaller size than the 11 kg one, which is what fits in there. You could probably go for a half size, a 6 kg or something like that. I'm sure that will probably last quite a long time as well. Right, that's it. Been through every feature that this vehicle's got. As I said, huge amount of options that's on this vehicle as well. And the price, I said I'll leave that to last. It just comes in just under £100,000 for this particular vehicle, with everything that's on it as well. So lots of options on there. You could do a lot with this vehicle. You could go a lot of places in this vehicle as well. If you like it, if you like what you've seen today, pop it in the comments box below. Let us know if there's things that you would want on this that it hasn't got. If you think there's something missing, let us know in the comments box below. I don't think there is, but please let us know if there is. Going to bring you a bit more content on the Grand as well coming up soon, because we haven't done a huge amount on this vehicle in the past as well, and as we're getting into the season now. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, hit that notification button if you subscribe. If you don't already subscribe, please subscribe. It really helps the channel out. It shows that we're growing, bringing the content you want to see. If there's anything you haven't seen on our videos, please let us know in the comments, and we'll make a video for you on that particular things that you want to see. And we'll see you next time.